If I was to show you in a story, you would completely understand, because you have to understand the words I speak. Build it in within your own mind. Therefore, is it easier to just close your eyes and imagine what I say? You see a moat around the castle where all the alligators, see you later, alligators, where two alligators meet back to back and go out for the turnaround chasing the tail. Inside the blood of hydraulic fuel, hydraulic oil, TDH, time 10, delta angle of 9, in which in Roman numerals says dix, and not DIC, dick, which is ACDC, or when the dicks don't meet and they all fly within the crevice. The long side, okay, of this falls inside the crack. Almost like if you would just circle just a pine tar out, it would be a penis inside the crack of what they call the vesica, in which these two gears grind through the TDH or the black oil, one of the two, pending whatever we need in the science that we are now creating, whether it is a coffee or whether it is a tea. Is the tea the combination of A, what is the question? Spices and herbs mixed together, having certain aromas, but helping the chakras. The smell, which helps your perception within your own mind of the understanding of the primary world that you cannot cheat. The smell of something, the touch and the feel. Primary world of the horse and the buggy. We don't live on instruments. We live on the feeling. The feelings that cannot change other than how you feel about it. But soft is soft and rough is rough, and your perception of that reality is what it is what brings you on. It's not a word. You cannot jail it, you sense it, you feel it, you live it. The horse and buggy. I say the horse and buggy because today we want everything fast. But if you do something too fast, you never feel it. You might just cut yourself, and then again, you'll know it's sharp. So we go around the moat where the gears turn of the castle, where we must lay out the drawbridge. Therefore, on one wall or in a corner which takes up two walls, you will take away from the energy or the pillar of the castle in order to open up a wall in which must have a folding door, because the door must now come out the two sides. So do you bring it in one of the sides? And if you bring anything in from a corner, you're now like in baseball and you're adding home plate. The difference between the two circles is the design or the moat that fills everything in all around. As long as the oil is up to the line, the whole moat is equal. But when it is drained at one point or another, and there is no more movement, and the gears no longer turn, they wrench. The red sands. Isn't it funny the way yellow, or the way we eat and everything turns to brown and yellow, which is a reddish color? Red and brown are both 27. What's funny about 27 is that 18, 8 and 9, they come together as 17. They're always together. It's the same letter. Just like Z and N comes together, it's the same letter. It's 40. You can't do anything about it. 40 becomes 20, 20, which becomes 10, 10, 10, 10. First, you divide it into two sides over the nut of the circle in the center, in which the nut gets the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, and the center of the nut itself, not having the bottom at all, where the center is divided between two sides. Now, if you lift one side above the other or separate it this way, is depending on which side you cut off your seed, which is like, are you hooked onto the tree? Are you in the root? Just want to say something about Telsa's number 369 is 1 times 3 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. 7 times 3 is 21. 1, 4, 7. 7 months, 4 months, 1 month. Was Telsa telling the truth? He sure was. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 plus the center of 5 is 9. 7 plus the center of 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6. Did he say these two add up to this one over here? Now this one, and this one, 3 and 6 is 9. 3 and 9 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 9 and 6 is 15. 3 and 3 is 6. What do we have? FOX is the number. Facelift. Cliff, ocean, and sky. Value of 369 with 147. Total value O, total value 6, 2 worlds. 3 always says 2 worlds. It's always counting the center one. See, here's 1 and 5, but 1 or 1 does not count until it arrives here. Whenever it arrives here, it's automatically all of these. 1, 3, 5 says ace. Here's your X. Here's your O. O and X creates 39. 3 and 9 is the sky. ST or STE or EST saying east or este, whereof. FIS says the file, says the line. Ocean lift. Oscillation of the sun, the reader. Do you know why you need to oscillate? Because you deliver one letter at a time, one power at a time, one vibration at a time. But you can deliver into the rounds, and then within the rounds, however that magnetic system is set up, that's what the reader will read. 1 and 6, 1 and 9, 1 and 3 equals 7, 10, 13. Those are your 3 worlds, 7, 10, and 13, 7, 1, and 4. So how good is 3, 6, and 9 meeting the 3 worlds? They're perfect. How 3, 6, and 9 have Telsa. Okay, 3, 6, and 9. In between 1 and 2 is 3. In between 4 and 5 is 9. And in between 6 and 9 equals to 7 and 8, 15. 1 and 5 is 6. It says, if I am of, watch out for Harry. You know which Harry this is? This is not Harry Potter. This is 1881, 1818, 118, 1811. And it says A and R, watch out for the angel resident of the high heaven, H and I, A and R. 19. What is 19? What is this number? Well, 19 is a special number because what it brings in is the 19th letter, the first letter, and the 9th letter. Satan says 10. 10, 9. 10, 9, 19. 1 to 9, artificial intelligence. This one equals 6, 1 equals 7. Why? Number 1 equals 34. In a numerological count, O-N-E. And I'm only talking numbers. I'm not talking Pythagorean. I'm not talking gematria. I'm not into Lo Shu. I'm not doing Fibonacci. And I haven't added the binary understanding for my own mathematical relation system in order to bring everything to an understanding in their own realm. Into this world, you get 3 times this row is always 3, 6, and 9. So this is perfect, and this is perfect. What does this do? Why is this perfect? 3, 6, 9. 9, 3 by 18, 1 and 8 is 9, 3 by 9, 27. 18 and 9, 27. 1 and 8, 2 and 7 is in between. Where 6 and 9 are, 1 is inside the other. Inside the numbers. Then this one, and this one. 12 becomes 3. 3 by 7, 21 becomes 3. 3 by 8, 24 becomes 6. 3, 3, 6. 336 or 12 moons at 28 days is the revelation of 478. 365 days, 0.47 of time, Jesus. 12 into the high sky of 89. H and I are the same thing for A and B, and this is the relationship of the piano of the 7th gate. So we get 1, 2, 1, 2 is 4. 1, 2, 1, 2 is 4 inside of 1. Or we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 running from the same star system. But if I took the worlds and I turned them this way, then these circle rings would separate and show 2 area 5s just like on the 10 card. Because the angles we're seeing are not angles like this. Most of the angles we're seeing are angles like this. But because it's described on the face of a stone, people think that you didn't write it properly or something, or it was no, that angle is very important. It's this angle, it's this angle, and it's this angle. It's this angle here, you see nothing. This angle here, you see nothing on all rounds. But the minute this angle comes up, it's good. If I would show you this angle, you would see nothing. So it's all about the angles. I have to do Wolf, Cat, Dream, Mars, Nibiru, and God. I'm going to start multiplying and adding for bigger numbers. But when we get bigger numbers, we still have to understand. This is the cell of numbers. This is the prison cell. The pi cell. The block. The only way to play a set of numbers where it never ends is inside its own block. And then we continue on to the next block, and the next block, and the next block. The only difference is is inside this block has its own realm, and outside the totality of all the blocks. So if all the blocks fall on the outside, okay, on the complete rim, because it is the rim and the ring that keeps us all in, or it is the cord that connects us all together, or the energy between us. So however we compact that energy to keep into this universe as a size. How big is the universe as a size? Can you blow it up? Well, you blow up a balloon, and that's a skin. Is the skin a universe? Well, you tell me. Things fall on top of each other and accumulate. They become snowballs and mountains and hills. If they're not falling and they're not rising, then they're floating. But if they're rising, is one rising faster than the other because of the element of temperature? And if it is, they will run into each other like traffic, creating traffic jams up in the sky. And then no one will be able to move. So we must constantly make everything move and burn off so we can pass through with the tractors and trains that we fly through the system that we have created for ourselves to have eternal life, just to live, to learn what this whole thing of creation, how it came about. But everybody wants to have fun. 36918 1593 OIC. CIO, CIA, OIC, OIC, OICU. 15 and 3 is 18. 15 is the letter O. Plus this is letter R, says gold. This says I gold. 9 and 3 is L. It says ILO, island, ILO. ILO is island. It also says Leah. Leah is like a cord, a connection to the next side. You see, this, if this was you, you would say, if you couldn't see very far, if you couldn't see over the center of this point, and the center of the point had the reflection of this, and you didn't know what it was, you would say it was the high sky, right? So you see this and you say, I'm the owner of this. And this side says, I am the owner of this. And all of a sudden, one day they meet. But they never do meet because they are the reflection of themselves. They are the opposite energy of them. They flow within. Now, I'm not sure if I can say by its own composition. But anyways, let me change the subject. Players in baseball. If you have a 9-inning game, which every player gets to go to the plate only 3 times, there will be no runs and 27 outs. But since the beginning of the first inning starts with an ABC, we need to send to the plate ABC. So everybody in the lineup, in order to have a complete game, we need 27 plus 3 more. We need 30. That's for your creation. But since nothing begins until 4, 1, 2, 3, because it's 2 and 2 to create it. So on the other side of 3, we get another 2, because this one plays inside of 2, creating 3. This 2 goes to the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the way it is. 3, 2, 3, 2. So when we have these come up here, we would have now 27 and 3. But now let's get up and have 3 more players to come up to encompass the 9 batters. We automatically need 6 or at least 5 because of the cube. So we take 6. So we have 9 players. We have 6 players. We have 6 players with 3 times at bat. 6 players with 3 times at bat. Where did I get that? I know I designed it somewhere. 6 players with 3 times at bat equals 18. 3 players with 4 men at bat equals to 12. Left and right. 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 9, 12 and 18. 6 by 3, 3 by 4, 12. 6 by 3, 18, 3 by 4, 12. It works perfect. Look, 6 by 3 is 18, 6 by 3 is 18, 4 by 3 and 4 by 3. It works absolutely perfect. Well, what if I put the 6 there? Well, now I have 4 by 6 is 24 of the 24 hours a day of the 9 days of life, 33, 9 and 24. Nothing is half and half. You need something that comes into the game. Here's a coffee cup, right? Here's this coming into the game. It hooks up to the coffee cup. Now you have this coming into the game. It hooks up to the coffee cup. One takes the right field bench. The other takes the left field bench. They both come up to play in the same field. Both teams. They like intertwine, intermatch together. Oh my God, but they're against each other. It's going to be a war. Hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball. And at the end of the game, yay, look, we got a point more than them. But what happened? We had fun. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. Isn't it all about that? This woohoo! I'm listening to a story. It was a good story. Did you tell a good story? Or I didn't tell a good story tonight. Did I tell a good story? I want to know from my friends, did you hear the story I told tonight? Yeah, well, you didn't like him, he didn't like you, we didn't like them, we all liked each other, but you know what, I didn't get enough attention, you didn't get enough attention, I look better than you look better than me. No. While we're all talking about this, we look outside and there's an iceberg. An iceberg! Ooh, to freeze in hell. Because we create it.